Okay. Hello, my viewers. A very warm welcome to KUTV channel. From the King School, Nairobi, Madam Anyango Hyrine here to teach you about creative arts. In creative arts, we are going to learn about creating and executing. This is a grade 4 work, and under creating and executing, we are going to learn about netball. All right? So what is netball? Netball is a ball sport or game that is played by 7 participants. Each team, it's played by 2 teams, and each team must have 7 participants. So that means that in a netball court, we shall have 14 participants. Okay, so what is netball? Netball is a ball sport. It is a ball sport or a game. A ball sport or a game that is played by 2 teams. It's played by 2 teams. Each team must have 7 participants. That gives us a total of 14 participants within a netball court. Why do we play netball? Netball is a very interesting game, a very enjoyable game. It's very entertaining because as we play netball, we dodge, we learn how to dodge, we keep fit, and then we also learn to pass the ball around and score goals than the opposing team. All right, for us to play netball, there are things that we require. We require a netball court, requirements to play netball. Number 1, netball court. We need a netball court. Number 2, we need the players. Number 3, we need the referee. And then we also need the ball. We also need the ball. So here we have the ball to play the netball. Here we have the charts. We have the netball court. We have the netball court with us. And then we shall need the players, which I have said that they have to be 14 in number. We have to be 2 teams, each team 7 players. What is a netball court? A netball court is a rectangular area specifically designed to pass and shoot the ball in order to score goals. And here we are having the netball court. This is how a netball court looks like. So in a netball court, there are 7 positions, which I had talked about earlier. Here we have the position 1 here. This is the first position. In the first position, we shall have the goal shooter and the goalkeeper. The work of the goal shooter is to score the goals. The goal shooter shoots the goal. She scores the goal. She is allowed to move within this semicircle. And then we also have the goalkeeper. The work of the goalkeeper is to defend the net and stops the opponents from scoring. The goalkeeper is also only allowed to move within this semicircle. Then number 2, we have the wing attack and the wing defender. we are having here the wing attack and the wing defender. The wing attack's work is to receive balls from the center. The wing attack's work receives the ball and then pass the ball to the shooter. The wing attack receives the ball and pass the ball to the goal shooter to shoot. Another work that this this player has is that in case there is any rebounding ball from this semicircle, the wing attack will receive the ball again and pass it to the goal shooter. As I said earlier, within the netball court, we should have a total of 14 participants. Each team gives us 7 players. So these players, in every number we shall have 2 players from different teams. So one player is defending, one player tries to pass the ball to the teammate. With the wing attack, we also have the wing defender. The work of the wing defender is to stop the ball from reaching where this participant is defending. So when the ball is being passed to the wing attacker, the wing defender makes sure that she defends the wing attacker so that the wing attacker may not receive the ball to pass it to the goal shooter. And in case she gets the ball, she passes it to their side. Number 3, we have the goal attacker and the goal defender. The goal attacker's work is to pass the ball to the shooter and also receive the rebounding balls. In case there's a ball that rebounds towards her side, then she passes it to the shooter, the goal shooter. And then we have the goal defender together with the wing attacker. The work of the goal defender is to defend the goal attacker from receiving the balls to shoot it to the goal shooter. So the goal defender makes sure that the ball does not enter this circle, while the goal attacker makes sure that the ball is passed to the goal shooter in order to score the goal. And then we have the number 4, which is going to be the center, at the center here. At the center, the player at the center is majorly named as C, meaning center. The work of the person in the center is to make sure that the ball goes towards their side. And also this person in the center is allowed to can run in every part of the netball court apart from the 2 semicircles. The center person is not allowed to enter in the semicircle this side and the semicircle this other side. All right, let's go to number 5. We are going to have another goal attacker up here. The work of this goal attacker is to make sure that she gives the balls to the goal shooter. And then, yes, the work of the goal attacker here is to give the ball to the goal shooter, and the work of the goal defender here is to make sure that the goal attacker does not pass the ball. So when the balls come from the center, the goal defender tries to receive the ball and throws or passes the ball back to the center or the wing attacker and to the goal shooter. While the goal attacker this side receives the ball and passes it to the goal shooter this side. Now, this goal attacker also receives the rebounding balls. Sometimes the goal shooter tries to shoot the ball and the ball enters the ring and rebounds back. So if it rebounds back and the goal attacker is able to get it, then she'll pass it back to the goal shooter. Then we go to number 6. Number 6, we have the wing defender and the wing attacker. The wing attacker this side receives the ball from the center or from anywhere else and then passes it to the goal shooter. And then the wing defender will make sure that she defends the ball from moving to this semicircle. She'll make sure that any rebounding ball that comes from here, she passes it back to the center or to the goal attack or whoever is ready to receive the ball, and then the ball will come back to their side. The ball will reach the goal shooter again, and then they'll be able to shoot the ball and get a score. Now, we are having number 7 now. In number 7, we have another goal shooter and another goalkeeper. The work of this goal shooter this side is also to shoot the ball, to make sure that the ball enters the ring. And then the work of the goalkeeper here is to make sure that the goal shooter does not receive any ball. She'll make sure that she defends the goal shooter in order not to receive any ball. And in case there's any rebounding ball, the goalkeeper will make sure that she passes it back to anybody who is ready here or at the center, or anybody who is ready here, the goal defender, the wing defender, or back to the center, and then the ball will be passed towards their goal. The goal shooter this side and the goalkeeper this side are not allowed to move out of this semicircle. The goal attacker and the goal defender here are only supposed to move in this space up to this space right here. Same to the wing defender. They are also supposed to move here, not in the semicircle, up to this part, all right? But the participants within the center can move all over the all of this side, this way, up to here, but not in the two semicircle. Are we together, my learners? Is there any question up to there? Remember I said the person playing the center can run anywhere within the netball court apart from the two semicircles. Are we together? I have also said that we need a netball court to play the netball. And within the netball court, there are 7 positions. Each position has 2 participants. They are paired. Okay? So that one will want to receive the ball and the other one will defend their opponent from receiving the ball. So once we have the netball court and we have these participants, if we count them, there are a total of 14 participants, then we are ready to play netball. Are we together, boys and girls? All right. Now, there are skills that we need to play netball. For us to execute this, we shall need some skills. And one of the skills that we need to play netball is, number 1, we must be physically fit. We have to be physically fit. We have to be physically fit. We have to be physically fit. That is to say, within the netball court, we are always running. If you receive the ball, you are only supposed to take like 2 seconds and you pass that ball. So that means you are not supposed to run. You receive the ball and pass the ball, then you run. If you are not physically fit, then that means that you will not be able to play this game. Number 2, it involves throwing It involves throwing or passing. Throwing or passing. And catching. The moment you receive the ball, you are supposed to pass it. Now, you will not be able to receive this ball unless you have trained your eyes to look at the ball from where the direction where the ball is coming from, and coordinate together with your hands and be able to receive the ball well. If you receive the ball and your hands are a bit curved, the ball will injure your fingers. So you must be very, very ready to receive the ball, using your eyes from the direction where the ball is coming from and your hands properly positioned. Are we together? Number 3, this game is very competitive. It is very competitive. So what does that mean? We must have a positive and a competitive attitude. Positive and a competitive and a positive attitude. All right. That is to say, even if your opponents are winning and you are not winning, maybe they already have 5 goals and you have none, you must remain, you must stay positive. You must continue to be determined. You must be determined in order also to work harder to get your to get a goal. We must work as a team too. We must work as a team. When somebody's getting the ball or catching the ball, you can either use your hands to enable that person to know your position, to pass for you the ball, or you can communicate, okay, so that you work as a teamwork. The person with the ball will be able to know where you are so that the ball is passed to you and we continue towards where we are going to win. The last one, no holding the ball. No holding the ball. You are not supposed to stay with that ball for more than 3 seconds. You get the ball and try to check where your opponent, where your teammate is, and pass the ball. Are we together, boys and girls? Okay, we also have the rules that govern netball. When we are going to execute and play netball, rule number 1, no moving with the ball. No moving with the ball. You get the ball, you pass it. Okay? Rule number 2, you are not supposed to snatch or hit the ball from your opponent's hand. The moment you do that, the referee will blow the whistle, and then you will be asked to stand beside your opponent, and the ball will be passed as you see. Number 3, when defending the ball, you are supposed to stay 3 feet away. If you are too close, still the referee will come and blow the whistle, and you will be asked to stand beside your opponent, and the ball will be passed. Are we together? The last rule is the players are supposed to move within that designated area. This is within the court. If you move outside this court, this line, then it means you are offside, and you put the ball down and the ball is thrown to your opponents. The ball goes to your opponent's side. Now, so for us to play the netball, we need all this. Now, we are going to talk about the types of passes. I've been talking about passing the ball. We need to know the types of passes for us to pass the ball. Today we shall look at just a few passes, and the first one is overhead pass. When we talk about overhead pass, I have something here to show you how we do the overhead pass. This is how we do the overhead pass. Number one, you make sure you hold your ball this way, your hands round the ball with a W shaped, and then you will lift the ball above your head and bend your elbows, and then you will make a stride, your right leg in front and the left foot behind, and then you bend a bit, and then you pass the ball. What is the advantage of using the overhead pass? This kind of pass is a very accurate pass. It's very accurate. Maybe your opponent is right there, very busy trying to make sure that you don't pass the ball. What will happen is, as the opponent tries to distract you or to obstruct you from passing the ball, then you simply take the ball. If it was down, you simply take it, and then you pass it very fast before your opponent realizes the ball will have moved. And then it can also be used to make a very long pass. So the overhead pass, the major advantage of the overhead pass is that you can easily outwit your opponent. Before the opponent realizes that you are passing the ball, you have already made a pass. Okay? Then we shall have the second one, the chest pass. We shall have the second one as the chest pass. Here is something to show you how we do a chest pass. What? Good. Wow. Well, I'll just demonstrate. For us to do a chest pass, you will hold a ball. You will hold your ball this way. Make sure your hands are all over the ball, and then having a W shape, then you put it on your chest, and then you put your feet in front, one foot in front and one behind, and then you kind of bend behind and then pass the ball. Are we together, boys and girls? The ball should be held in front of the chest with the elbows tucked in. Make a step in the direction of the pass. If you want to pass it this way, you make a step in the direction of the pass, then bend a bit, then pass the ball. And then push the ball from the chest from both arms. Make sure that your fingers are all rotated and towards your both arms, and then pass the ball. I hope right now the boys and girls can be able to play a netball without any problem. All right, I will have questions for us. We'll have questions for us. Question number one is question number 1 is you cannot dash with the ball. When you are learning, I said, when you get the ball, what are you supposed to do? First of all, make sure you check around and see who is ready to get that ball and then pass it. So here, you cannot run with the ball. You cannot run with the ball. Question 2, there are only dash players in a court from each team. There are only dash players in a team. Sorry. There are only dash players in a team. So we said that for us to play netball, we need a total of 14 participants. 2 teams, each team will give us 7 players. So there are only 7 players in a team. Number 3, the dash controls the game. The dash controls the game. The dash controls the game. So who controls the game? As I said earlier, the person who controls the game is the referee. The referee controls the game. The referee. The referee controls the game. And then we number 4, you cannot dash. You cannot dash a ball from the other player, from your opponent. So as I said earlier, you cannot hit or snatch the ball from your opponent or from the other player. If you snatch or hit the ball from your opponent, that one is considered as contact. So you give the ball to your opponent and the ball will go towards their goal. When defending the ball, the next question, question number 5. When defending the ball, you must be dash feet away. So I said that when you are defending the ball, you must be 3 feet away from the person with the ball. You must be 3 feet away from the person with the ball. If you come very close, then the referee will still blow the whistle and the ball will go to your opponent. You'll stand beside as the ball is thrown towards your opponent's goal. All right. So number 6, the players can't hold the ball for more than dash seconds. The players can't hold the ball for dash seconds. The players can't hold the ball for dash seconds. For for more than, the players can't hold the ball for more than 3 seconds. That is what we learned. Okay, just to take a little recap of what we are learning today. We are learning about netball, and I said that netball is a ball sport or a game that is played by 2 teams. Each team will bring 7 players, and then within the netball court, we need a total of 14 participants. And then I also said that we play netball for enjoyment, we play netball for entertainment, we play netball to keep fit, and also to pass the ball around, score many goals, and than the opposing team. All right? I also talked about the netball court. I said for us to play a netball, we need a ball, we need a netball court, okay? And this is the netball court. It is a rectangular area that is designed mainly for playing netball. Within the netball court, we have 14 participants or 14 players, and in each number there are 2 players each. They are paired. The players are paired. Okay, and then number 1, we said number 1 is for the goal shooter and the goalkeeper. The goal shooter and the goalkeeper should not go beyond the semicircle. Number 7 is the same as number 1. We have the goal shooter, the goalkeeper, and the goal shooter and the goalkeeper still, they are not supposed to go beyond this semicircle. Number 2, we had the wing defender and the wing attacker. I said the wing attacker will make sure that the goal shooter gets the ball. The wing defender will defend the wing attacker from passing the ball. The goal attacker will also make sure that the goal shooter gets the ball, and the goal defender will defend the goal attacker from receiving the balls. And then we had number 4, where there is the center, the lady in the center, or the player in the center. At the center, this player is supposed to move all over the netball court apart from the 2 semicircles, okay? And then number 5, we had the goal attacker and the goal defender. And I said here, the goal attacker gets the ball for the goal shooter. Any other rebounding ball, the goal attacker can also pass to the goal shooter. As the goal defender, this side defends the goal attacker from passing the ball to the goal shooter. And in number 6, we were having wing defender and wing attacker. The wing attacker also receives the ball and passes it to the goal shooter. And the wing defender will defend the wing attacker from passing the ball. And in case there is any rebounding ball, the wing defender will pass it to their side. In case she defends the wing attacker to an extent that she's not able to receive the ball, then the wing defender will get that ball and pass it to their towards their shooting area. Are we together? Okay. Now, as I can see, boys and girls, you can be able to go out and play the netball. Another thing that I talked about, I said that there are types of passes that we can use to pass the ball. Today, I have talked about only 2 types of passes. I have talked about the overhead pass. Don't forget how we do the overhead pass. You hold the ball this way. You make sure your fingers are around the ball, and then they are in a W-shaped way, and then towards the direction where you want to pass the ball, 1 foot in front and 1 behind, and then you put the ball above your head, bend behind a bit, and then pass the ball. Are we together, boys and girls? I also talked about the chest through. How are we executing the chest through? I said you take the ball and make sure your fingers are around the ball. And they are in a W-shaped manner. And then if you want your ball to go towards that direction, you make sure one of your foot is in front, one behind, bend a bit, and then put it towards your chest and pass the ball. All right, are we together? I also talked about the skills that we need when we are playing the netball. You will not just come from nowhere and you start playing the netball. You will find yourself offside. You will find yourself making a lot of mistakes. So the skills that you need, number one, you must be physically fit. Here we continue running and dodging. We run, we dodge, we dodge our opponent, and then we catch the ball, and then we pass it. So you must be physically fit. Number two, I said it involves catching and throwing. So you must be very careful. You must be ready. You must be willing. Your eyes must see where the ball is coming from. Your hands always put in a W-shaped manner. If you kind of trying to bend them, the ball will injure your finger. So this is how we are supposed to receive the ball. The ball should land on your hand this way, okay? I also talked about positive attitude. Your opponents are scoring goals and you're not scoring any goal. You are supposed to remain determined and competitive. You try your best to make sure that at the end of the day you also have a goal. Then it involves teamwork. As we play this goal, it involves a lot of teamwork. When you get the ball in your hands, you must look for your teammate. And the teammates around that are trying to dodge to get this ball, they have to have some way of communicating, either by clapping, or you can say yes, okay, or you can say here, we are communicating in order to get that ball, in order to give it a teamwork kind of game. For netball, for us to get a goal, it has to be a teamwork. And then I talked about when you get the ball, you are not supposed to hold it for more than 3 seconds. You catch the ball, look for where you want to pass the ball. If you want to go the chest way, then very fast and pass it. If you want to go the overhead way, then very fast, put your foot in front, bend a bit, pass it. Are we together, boys and girls? All right. Now, to repeat again, a netball court has got 7 positions. Position 1, position 2, position 3, position 4, position 5, position 6, and position 7. We need 14 participants. In each and every position, they are paired. You will have 2 players. That is why at the end of the day, we have 14 participants. Don't forget about my learners. All right. I hope we have enjoyed the lesson. And in our next lesson, maybe we shall learn how to make the ball. As you look at this ball has been made using improvised materials. So if you want to go and play outside, please don't go and ask your parent to buy you a ball. You can improvise. You can look for old newspapers or any old garment or rag that is not in use. Instead of throwing them away, you can use them to make the ball. You can use the shopping bags that are already not being used, and then you make your ball. You can look for a string, just make your ball, and then you'll be able to go out and execute netball. Thank you very much, my viewers, for listening. Hope to see you next time in another lesson. Bye-bye.